So moving forward to our next point, and the next point is Shivaji's education. So we are basically gonna see in detail about this Shivaji's education. Okay, so let us concentrate in your textbooks and listen to me carefully. Okay, yeah. So let us begin. Yeah. Shivaji's education. When Shivaji returned to Pune, his education continued under the supervision of Jizabai. Now they are talking again from the beginning part. Okay, so when they came back from Bangalore to Pune, Shivaji had been learning already over there. Now many ministers, generals and many famous teachers, scholars were sent by Shahaji Raje, with whom Shivaji Maharaj and Jizabai, right? So under this all were teaching Shivaji in Pune also, but who was the main person who was looking, are they teaching properly, is Shivaji studying properly or not? Who? That's correct, his mother Jizabai. So Jizabai was taking care of Shivaji's education completely. She was supervising it. Okay. While returning from Bangalore, Jizabai and Shivaji were accompanied by eminent teachers sent by Shahaji Raje. I already told you right now, correct? Now coming from Bangalore, Shahaji Raje had sent many eminent is what? Famous teachers were sent by Shahaji Raje with Shivaji Maharaj and Jizabai. Accompanied meaning is like go with someone. To go with someone, like suppose for example, if I say I am accompanying with you. So what does accompany means? Accompanying with you means I am coming with you. Okay, so we both are going together. So I am accompanying you, you are accompanying me. Okay, so that is the meaning of accompanied. Okay, so to go with someone. So with Jizabai and Shivaji Maharaj, who all went, who all accompanied them, that is correct. Many eminent teachers, means famous teachers, had come with them. Who had sent them? Shahaji Maharaj. Who is he? He is the father of Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, Shahaji Raje had sent. They taught him many sciences, branches of learning and languages. These famous teachers, these eminent teachers, scholars had taught Shivaji Maharaj what? Many sciences, languages and branches of learning, different branches of learning. Like I told you, he had learned warfare, he had learned the arts from many different artists. So everything was learned by Shivaji. He had learned Danpatta, we had seen. Even we had seen he had learned about tactics of war and how to like use a sword, how to ride a horse. So many different things Shivaji had learned. Okay. Shivaji acquired the knowledge of excellent administration, war tactics, fort architecture, selection of horses and elephants, ways of escaping from difficult enemy territories and many other things. Now basically what and all like we had seen what and all things Shivaji had learned before. Now we are looking into what Shivaji has learned more, Shivaji Maharaj. So what they are telling is Shivaji acquired means what? To learn, to develop. So he had learned what and all? The knowledge of excellent administration. He had learned how a good administration can be done. If suppose he becomes a king in future, how he can run the administration, what exactly what can be the administration. So he learned about the administration tactics, he was taught and all. So he had learned that good administration, war tactics. So he had learned ideas of like different ideas how a war should be done, or like a different what we can say, like a brave soldier. He was a brave person, courageous person. But not only bravery, but you should know very good tactics in the war. You should have a perfect planning, a perfect execution, so that you can win that war. So he had learned about that also, war tactics, for fort architecture. So he had learned about even fort architecture. We know at old ages, forts are the place where different forts are there still in India. Now they are used as museums and all, or either they are kept as like tourist places, right? Shivneri fort you must have visited, which is in Junnar. It's a beautiful fort. So we know like fort is a place where kings used to live in the olden days. So that architecture, how it should be made, how it should be constructed, the architecture plan and plotting and everything of that fort, Shivaji had learned even that also. Okay, and India is famous for its architecture because it has very different, and we can't even think like how that forts were made at that time. So such kind of intelligence and excellence was used at that time. So Shivaji also had learned this fort architecture. Selection of horses and elephants. Now in war, many horses and elephants were required, right? So Shivaji learned about that also, how which are the good horses or elephants which should be taken. So he understood, he had knowledge about that also, he had learned about that. Ways of escaping from different difficult enemy territories. Now if suppose in war cases or any other, he must have gone into the enemy, if suppose he is going in future in any enemy's territory, how to escape from there, maybe he must be changing his look or something like that way, how to escape from that place. If suppose enemies got to know about him, definitely they will harm him, correct, or they will try killing Shivaji. So how to run from there, how to escape from there without the enemy knowing anything, and going and visiting his place or something like that way. So he learned about that also, and many other things, and he had learned many other things also. So Shivaji's progress in education pleased Jizabai very much. Now what happened, Shivaji had learned a lot of things. Now Shivaji in the beginning stage, he must be, definitely when we start learning a thing, we are not pro in that, we don't know everything. When we start, we keep on learning and learning and learning, we become pro in that, like we become the masters, correct? Yeah, so like that way only. Shivaji in the beginning was not like, he was learning. When he had learned much things, when he had a great progress in his learning and education, pleased means what? Proud of one's achievement. So Jizabai was very proud that my son has learned everything very nicely, he is capable. So she was very proud of him. Now our mothers are also like, if suppose I get first in dance competition, now I was learning dance, I was practicing dance from a long time so that I can win and perform well in school for dance competition, for example, and if I win a prize, my mom will be definitely proud because I have achieved something, correct? So like that way only, from this Jizabai was very pleased, she was very proud, like her son is doing well in his education part and he has learned much more. So this is about Shivaji's education. Okay.